lovelies. My name is Jessica and welcome to Makeup Misfit and welcome to the first update for my Alice in Wonderland project. This was the project pan that I was so excited to bring back from 3 or 4 years ago, and we officially started this last month on July 25th, and it goes until July 25th of 2025. Now, I'm also really excited that there have been a few people who have decided to join in with me, so they will be linked down below in the description box. Go check them out. YouTube, Instagram, they're there for you to go watch. And if you would like to join in with me, please feel free to let me know and I will add you down there with everybody else as well. The one thing I want to mention is there are 23 prompts in this project and you have to try and hit. The goal is to reach every prompt, all 23 prompts within the 12 months and reach your goals on them all. Try and complete and finish everything off. However, I think I forgot to mention last month that if you happen to roll in a prompt that you don't have a product for, you can't think of something, you can't find something, you are able to skip it. However, you have to make sure you reach that prompt again, pull it in at some point before the year is up. So with that, you can use anywhere between 3 to 5 products. I have started off with 3 and we will keep it that way for at least the next few months. We may add in a prompt or 2 here and there. We'll decide as I go, but 3 prompts is what I'm working with. So we are gonna start off with the 3 that were rolled in at the intro and see where we're ending up today. So first I rolled in prompt Follow the White Rabbit, which was a product that you purchased because it was the hype or on trend. And I decided to purchase an ofra highlighter. Now, I think when I purchased it, the hype was kind of over. However, I decided to go with the shade Cloud 9 by Nikki Tutorials. This was one of the 2 that I wanted to purchase. And Nikki Tutorials obviously hyped up, on trend, that sort of thing as well. I decided to pull this one into this project. Now, my goal was actually 10 uses. I thought it was 5. However, I stopped counting at 5 uses, and when I sat down to watch the intro before I actually sat down to film, that's when I realized it was actually 10 uses. But I have for sure used this way more than the 5 times. I continue to reach for this. So I know that I have hit my 10 use goal as well. So I found that this was a rather easy highlighter for me to use. I didn't use it on a daily basis, but rather pretty close to it. And I believe I paired this with another highlighter a time or 2. So reaching those 10 uses was not difficult whatsoever for me. I did enjoy it, but I am happy to be rolling this out. And that means that I will be rolling something else in place of it a little bit later on. Now, I also rolled in Who Are You, which is a palette with a color story that best describes you. So, of course, my Mercury retrograde palette is what I chose, and I wanted to use this No Pan Left Behind style. Now, my original thought was I would go in order just to make it easy on myself to keep track of the shades that I used, but I did not do that. So I have used only the shimmers in this palette so far, but not quite all of them. So the ones that I have reached for is the shade here, Cosmic. I've used Galaxy. I also used Nebula. I almost forgot how to say that for a second. And then I used Glitch and Frazzled. And I really enjoyed pairing these 2 together on the lids. I put Frazzled in the outer corner. Glitch was all over the lid. And I paired it with, I did it a couple times. And I want to say it was either the brown in my Pan That palette or my Panning Solitaire palette. So I really did enjoy reaching for those. I did that a couple of times and I do still have all of the mattes to work on plus a couple of the shimmers, but I know that those are like the deeper shimmers, so more fall time, which is coming around the corner. I know that this is going to be in here for a couple more months, but that's okay. I adore this palette, so I don't mind having it stick around for just a little bit longer. And then last, I rolled in the Queen of Hearts, which is a must-have product in your routine. And almost all of my products are must-haves because I basically consider them all staple products. Apparently not today because I'm not wearing eyeshadow liner or mascara, which I do on a daily basis as well. But one product that I knew I could not go without besides foundation is concealer. So I decided to roll in the Age Rewind concealer from Maybelline. And my goal is to completely finish this off. So I did measure what was in here. It is so much more pink in person than it's showing on camera right now. I did decide to measure how much is actually in here when I rolled it in last month. There was 3 3/4 of an inch left, and I am just slightly above 1/2 an inch. So I think with the use that I've been getting, and I actually wasn't using this every single day, which I usually typically do, I think that in the next 2 months, I'll be able to get this out. If I'm working, give or take 1/4 of an inch per month, I can get this out in the next 2, and I will be very happy. I can finally let this go, move on to something else. I do like these concealers. I've gone through a few of them, but I am ready to kind of let this one go, use something else in the meantime, eventually bring this one back into my collection at some point, but this will be sticking around for a little bit longer. So with that, we are rolling out one product, which means we're going to be rolling in one brand new prompt. So I'm just going to randomize 1 through 23 just to make, actually, yeah, my phone's almost dead, so what can I do? 1 through 20, 1, 2, 3, yeah. And then I'll just count and see what I can get. No. Number. No, let's just do 1 through 23, whatever. See if you can see this. Wrong one. 2, which I already had. 18. Okay. So number 18 is the Duchess. So this is a product or a shade that you grew to love. Okay, so let me go search my collection, see if I can find something, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. So what I decided to do was pull in an eyeshadow. I know, but this is the Gemini palette from Melt. Now this is the original palette, but it wasn't necessarily the color story essentially. So basically I'm just gonna choose one of the greens. Green is something that I've kind of been coming around to using a little bit more. I have used it in the past before for sure. Like I had this in a project a couple of years ago. I used the whole palette, but mainly it's only these shades that I would reach for, kind of excluding these ones. So what I want to do is choose one shade, which might be this one here. Make sure I do like use it 5 times, but I want to do at least one look with all 4 of these. Now black I don't ever reach for, so that will never be used, but I just want to reach for these 4 shades in one look, but make sure I use this one some sort of way 5 times. I find green with me, it like I have green eyes, but I also find like it depends on the tone of the green. I really like the army, the olive type of green, but I don't know if I like it so much on me, on the eyes. But with fall time coming around, I'm hoping that I can pull this out and get some decent use on it. So we're gonna have to see. I hope that that's an attainable goal. It's gonna take a couple of months, but that's okay. That's not a problem at all. So with that, those are the 3 new prompts, the 3 new products I'll be working on. The green shades in the Melt Gemini palette. I still have a few shades to go in the Mercury Retrograde palette. And then I want to finish off this concealer as well. So that is it. So thank you guys. Like I said, please go check out everybody who is doing this project as well. There is a few of them down in the description box. And if this is something you would like to join in with, please let me know and I will add you down there. But that is all for now. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it and we'll see you guys later. Bye.